Okay, so now we'll start the next Mamer. This is the 26th Mamer in the Maimorim of Likutei Torah of Shir Hashirim. And this is a biur al posik Basi Legani. To explain the Mamer Basi Legani, the previous Mamer that we learned. So, hine ad chatzois lailo hu bechinas yirida. Till midnight is the level of descent. Umechatzois ve'elech, and from midnight and on, maschil aliyah shachris begins the elevation of the morning. Ubemincha haskolos hayirida ma'ad ma'at ad lailo. Starting from mincha is the beginning of the descent, a little bit at a time until the nighttime. And then we have, as the posuk says, vatitein teref lebeso. That's when she gives the food to her family. You have the level of malchus, the way it's in Atzilus. But then she has to feed the base of the family, goes down to Biyah. So that starts from Mincha, the Teref Lebeso, which is also the concept of Rosh Lashuolim. That becomes like the head of the fox. There is a level of Malchus in which Malchus is a zon of La'aroyis. It's a tail of the lions. In other words, when it is in Atzilus, over there it's the last Sephira. Over there it's like in the level of zon of La'aroyis. But when it comes down to Mashpia, into Biyah, Alaylo, the Yerido, then it becomes a Rosh Lashol. Ba'ayim izeh bezoya resh parsha shlach daf kuf nvovo mit beis, ubeparshas emer daf tzadik omer aleph. Over there it says that b'shaito the Knesset Yisrael is oros chulu. When the Knesset Yisrael wakes up, so that's the different times in the day, the Aliyah, the Shachris, and the Ubemikdash Melech v'Ramaz Shom. Also, Baramaz Reish Parshas Tzav, Shebelaylo Rochel Yeredes Lebri. At nighttime, huh?
No, nothing. I'm caught.
Shebelaylo Rochel Yeredes Lebria. Bizman Hagolus Besoid Golus, Bizman Besamikdosh Losis Teref. That the nighttime Rochel, the level of Malchus, descends to the world of Bria. And it depends. During the Golus is beside Golus. That's Golus. Golus means that's the secret of exile. It goes down. Ubizman Beis Hamikdosh, it's Losis Teref. V'ayim bezerche legimel parshas bahar daf kuzayin sofem et beis mitzoyre daf nun beis om et beis v'ayikra daf yud gimel om et aleph chelik aleph lech lecho daf tzadik beis sofem om et aleph v'aychi daf rish lamed aleph om et aleph chelik beis boy daf lamed zayin beis b'shalach daf mevov aleph and trumo daf kuvayin beis sofem et beis. V'hinei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which is the level we call it, that's Zoh. That's the Zeir Ampin. That's the Midas of Atzilus. Shu Midas Hanhogis Ha'olam. That is the measure in which the world is conducted. The 6 days of the week correspond to the 6 Midas. They run the world. Inside of the Zoh, you have the Moichin of Aveim of Chochmah Bina. The moichin that is dressed up in the level of Zoh, which leads the world, is in a way, is in the level of Alma Diskasia in a hidden world. Basically, the level of moichin that comes into Midas is hidden. It's not in an open way. Explains it. Shahachokmo nelemes behamidis. The Chokhmah becomes hidden, obscure inside the Midas. The Iker Hagilu Ba'olam is Hein HaMidas. So what is the main revelation that leads the world is the midos, not the moichin, because the moichin gets obscured in the midos. Ki chokhma ubina nikra alma di iskasya. Chokhma and bina, they're called the hidden world. Hanis stores l'Hashem Elokeinu. That's what's hidden to Hashem Elokeinu. V'zo v'nukva hein haniglis. They are the revealed. What does it mean? They're the revealed. The hainu shal yidei hamidos one hogas hoilemes. The world runs by midos, not by the moichin, because the moichin that are in the midos are hidden. V'lochein afilu b'chinas hamoichin da'avo hamislapshim bezo. Even the level of moichin of the aveim of the chokhmah bina, which do dress up is they are hidden, they're in a way of helem, they're obscure. So basically, the moichin that is in the midos is obscure, is hidden. That's one cover. And then there's another step. So also in the midos itself, ein ha-moichin mizgalin, the moichin are not revealed rak al yidei shemislapshim b'nihi d'abba ve'ema. Only the moichin can only be revealed through dressing first up in netzach yisoid of abba ve'ema. In chokhmah bina, it first dresses up in the level of netzach yisoid, the chitzonius of the level of abba ve'ema, of chokhmah bina, shehem bechinas levushim lahamoichin. The netzach and yisod become the garments for the moichin. Ba'al yidei levushim elu heim mislapshim b'hamidus, and it's through the garments of netzach and yisod in which they dress up in the midas. Which Chaim Shalamet Peribes. So when Nimtzoim came, so it turns out in that case, Ki Chabad, the Zoh, the Mitzad Abba, that the Chokhmah Bina Das and Zoh, which comes from Chokhmah, Yesh Aleim Beis Kisuyim, has on it two covers, Ubeis B'Sochma, two curtains. First of all, he says that it comes in a way of Helam B'Chlal. The Chokhmah is Nelam Imidus. And second, it comes through Nehi, which is another cover. So it's two covers. V'ayin Shar Lamed Ala Perik Ches, v'ayin B'Ramazrish Parsh Ba'aloischot B'daf Kuf Mem Ches Omed Beivti B'Ramaschel Tan with Chocham Ilona Dechai. Hine Yedua Gamke Be'inyan Ki Kel Deis, known in the idea of Kel Deis. Shemilmata L'maylo Eitzel HaMakabel, that when you go from the perspective, these are the two days, Kel Deis, the two perspectives. The perspective from below to above is, so what do we say? Eitzel HaMakabel Nikro lemata hayesh umasha lemayla hu ayin mipnei she'eino musar. That here we are an entity, and what's above is considered ayin because it's not understood, it's not grasped. Mashein kemil maylo lemato, as opposed to the perspective from above to below, which is eitzel hamashpia, by the one who is giving the flow. Nikro is just the opposite. L'mayla hayesh, v'chol masha lamato nikro ayin. Above is the entity, is the mitzias, is the being, and what everything else that is below is called nothing. Because it's like considered like nothing. So the real yesh is above, and the below is ayin. Sharei mebechinas hatachtoinu shebemashpia nishpal lahamekabel, because it is always from the lowest level in the mashpia that the flow comes to the recipient. And that alone, only the lowest level is his being. So therefore, he's considered like ayin. L'chein Amr Razal, ragle hachayis keneged kulam, shoike hachayis keneged kulam. We talk about the feet of the malachim, or the shoikim, the thighs of the chayis are keneged kulam, because they are corresponding to all, because the hamshocha, the hashpoah, comes only from the chitzonis, from the regel, from the shoikachais. Al derech zeh gam kan, similar is over here. Mashe nimshach memoichin da'avo lezo, that which comes from the moichin of aveim to zo, einoi elo b'chinas ha'oro nekuda ba'alma melubeshes bezo. It is merely a level of a shine and just a point alone, ba'alma, which is dressed in zo. Bezo inyan shem elikim sheniskar b'maisa bereshis. This is the idea of the name Elikim, which is mentioned in the act of creation, in all the creation. It says, "Oh, b'chol yom b'sheshis yemei bereshis." Every day of the creation, it says always Elikim, bereshis bar Elikim, vayomer Elikim, always Elikim. Why Elikim? Elikim is the tzimtzum, is the cover, is the hidden, that it should come down in a helem into the world. Kan hogas hamidas heim sheishes yemei bereshis. The leading, the conduct, the way the midas lead, those are the 6 days of creation. Every day, that's the midas leading the world, creating the world. Yehirakia. But then, on top of the actual leading of them, we have the Chokhmah dressing up in there. B'kulam b'Chokhmah asisa. Sha'Chokhmah mislabeshes b'midas. That the Chokhmah dresses up in midas. Elo sha'amshocha zu hu al yidei shem elikim shu b'chinas tzimtzum. That is through the shem elikim, which is level of tzimtzum. So you get from the level of Chokhmah into the midas, into the sheishis yomim, but you get it through the Shem Elikim, which is a level of tzimtzum, so that it's not revealed in the midas. The Lamed Beis Elikim, the Uvda de Breshis, and the 32 times that we find the name of Elikim in the action Uvda de Breshis, the Maisa Breshis, Hem Lamed Beis Nesives Chokhmah. Those represent the 32 passages of Chokhmah, which Chokhmah comes down. Shach Chokhmah mischalekes lelamed beis nesives. Chokhmah splits up into 32 passageways. Vehem bechinas tzimtzum vehelem chulu, and they're a way of restriction and obscurity. Litzamtzem ha'hamshocha, to contract, to restrict the hamshocha. So that's why in the 6 days of creation we say Elikim, Elikim 32 times. That represents Chokhmah being restricted into the midos. Masha'enkim b'Shabbos, as opposed to Shabbos, Shehi his galus moichin da'aba. Over there in Shabbos we have the revelation of Abba, the Isgalus Meichin Abba. So at that point, we have Shazo Malbish La'atzmius HaMeichin Abba. Then Zo dresses up the essence of Meichin Abba, not through the level of Nihi, like during the weekday, which Zo gets from Nihi of Abba over here. It goes to the Atzis Meichin Abba. V'chein HaMalchus, and likewise also the Shir Hashirim Mamer, Oila b'mkoim Abba b'mincha, goes up to this place of Abba, to Chochma, during Mincha. V'gam b'musaf, also on Musaf, he b'mkoim Eima Mamish. Then it goes up Mamish to the place of Bina during Musaf. Umekabeles mizo shebetoichoir Abba Mamish. And then Malchus receives from the Zeir Ampin, which has the Abba Mamish and Natru again, Natru Nehi. V'ayim Pritz Chaim Shara Hamida, say Parsha Yudalet. V'ayim Baramaz, Parshas Pikutei Daf Reish Chof, Omed Beis Be'inyan Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbos Tev Leidazchut. Kach Nemar B'Shabbos, that's why B'Shabbos it says Vayichal Elikim. It stopped, there's no more Elikim, there's no more Tzimtzum. Uksiv Achkach B'Yom Asois Havaya Elikim. And then afterwards, he says, when Hashem Elikim is the making again of the name of Elikim, that's the Meisachol after Shabbos. V'hinei al derech zeh hu gam kein inyan eisek ha-Torah lishma. Similar is also the idea of learning Torah lishma. You also get the higher level, not through the tzimtzum, but you get from Chochmah alone, when you occupy yourself in Torah for the sake of Torah. Torah comes from the level of Chochmah. And therefore, through the arousal of below. How do we arouse from below? How do we wake up? It's called Oisik B'Torah Lamato. Lishmo says anybody who learns Torah Lamato, but learns it Lishmo, is HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shehu Zo Torah V'Shoyne Keneg, that reads opposite him. What does it mean? The Eibishter reads next to him Shehu Inyan Hamshochas Moichin Lezo. That's the idea of bringing Moichin Lezo, but not Stam, but Ma'atzmius Moichin Da'abachu. From the level of the essence of Moichin Da'abachu. Shalamaylo, Mailo, Ma'aoras, HaChochma, HaMislabeshes, Ayidei Melikim. That's way higher and higher than the level, the array of Chochma, which dresses up in the midst through the Shem Elikim. That is a very contracted level. Shehurak b'chinas tzimtzum. That's only the level of tzimtzum. V'lochein heim nikroin ayin. That's why they're called ayin. U'keloi choshev legabe atzmis hameichin da'ava. That's considered like nothing relative to the essence of Meichin Da'ava Kinal. And therefore, through Torah, we get the Atzmius, we get to the essence of the Torah. That's accomplished through the Limud Torah.